Hi, my name is Tabitha Anderson and I'm from the Gale Borden Public Library. I'm the Grade School Services Manager, and I'd like to tell you about a couple things that you can do while you're at home with your family. I'm going to tell you about a couple books that you can read together with your family. They're available online. They're also available for checkout here at the Gale Borden Public Library. You can find them at the main library and some of them even at the branches. But the great thing is they're all available electronically, so if you are avoiding going to public spaces, you can check them out online. All right, so I'm going to go through 5 different books in 10 minutes and tell you each about the books that I would recommend for your families to read together. So this first one is Half Magic. It's written by Edward Eager, and it is great for 3rd, 4th graders, but you could also read it as a family for the younger age group. The reason why I like this book a lot is because it's about 3 siblings and they find this magic coin. They don't know it's magic right away, but they find out when the youngest one makes a wish, and that wish partially comes true. They find out that this coin is super magic, but it only grants wishes halfway. So if you wished for a full car, you'd only get half of the car. So they have to wish for everything double the amount. It's a really fun story. They go back in time to the medieval time era, and it's just really fun family story to read together. The next book that I'm going to tell you about is Full of Beans. This one's a really fun one for 4th, 5th grade. 3rd graders might be able to read it as well, but they might need some help from grown-ups. It's a great story. It's called Full of Beans by Jennifer Holm, and this is the story of the Key West before it was the vacation destination we know of it as today. This was written so it's a historical book, or a historical fiction book, I should say, and it's written during the Great Depression era. So it's right before the Key West turned into that vacation destination, and it's about this group of kids who are struggling to find ways to make allowance money. So everybody is struggling during the Great Depression to find a job, and so is this group of kids. So they come up with a million different ways to get funds, and their most successful one is to create the Diaper Gang. And that is just a group of kids who watch babies and do exactly what I said, where they change their diapers. So it's a really funny story of just a group of kids who are learning to be responsible, but also what it takes to be a hard worker and learn through to be resilient. So this is a really fun one to read aloud. So Harlem Shrewd is a mystery story, and it's written in Harlem. So the cool thing about this book is it has a lot of art references, and it's about a girl whose grandfather goes missing. So it's a really great mystery story, and if you really like chasing Vermeer, this would be a great story to read because it's got similar aspects of that, because they go on a hunt around Harlem to find these different art pieces, and it's just a fun way to learn about history, learn about impact that artists can make in the world, and read a good mystery story. So this one's a great one for 5th to 6th graders, and to read aloud as a family as well. Next story I'm going to talk about is called A Dash of Trouble. This one is in a series, so the series is Love, Sugar, Magic, and this one's a great one for 3rd to 5th graders. 6th graders would also enjoy this title, and it's about a family who is a baker. They're a bakery family, and they own a bakery in town. And the main character, when she is going to school one day, she realizes that her sisters get to go to the bakery all the time, and they're always learning from their mom, and she just wants to be like them. So one day she ends up going to the bakery a little early, and what she finds is something she never expected. Her family can do magic, and she had no idea. So it's a really fun story that intertwines fantasy and also realistic fiction. This one's a really fun one for learning about friendship and family relationships, and there's also, of course, a evil villain who wants to own all of the properties in town. So it's a really great one that has lots of different complexities. So this one's a fun read. The last one I'm going to talk about is called Small Spaces. This one is great for those readers who just love a creepy story. So this one is, as you can see from the cover, I'm going to get close up, there's a really creepy scarecrow on the cover of this book, along with a school bus. So that kind of gives you the details of some of the details of this book. But basically the main character finds a little black book on the river, and she sees that a woman who looks kind of hysterical throw it into the river. She picks it up and starts reading it, and it's this really dark, creepy story of a family that went missing and a whole town that went missing. And the weird thing is, she just learned about that story in her class at school, and her class is going on a school field trip to the same farm that story took place in. So when they get to the farm, they see out the window all of these scarecrows, and different ones seem to be moving. So you'll have to see for yourself what the scarecrows are doing and how big of a role they play in this story. It's really fun. There's a second one that just came out, and it's on the next year's BOB list, called Dead Voices. The second one is great as well, and because I have a little bit of time, I'm going to tell you about that one. But it's great because it kind of reminds you of The Shining, but it's a way more mild version of that story because it's for kids. So this is a great story that leads you into another great creepy story. I hope you guys enjoy them. Like I said earlier, all of these books that I talked about are available electronically and at the library, so feel free to put them on hold, pick them up at the drive-up, or check them out on Hoopla or Cloud Library. We hope that you enjoy them and enjoy time reading them with your family or giving them to your kid, and I hope you ask them if they liked it or not. And we will see you guys soon.